Booktube, it's Louise, the big head bookworm. Lovely to see you. Hope you're well. Hope you're having a good day, wherever it is you are and whatever it is you're doing. Hello, hello. Hello, it is Sunday the 2nd of August. How are you? Hope you are well. Many blessings for yesterday, for Lammas, which is the 1st of August, which is where we celebrate the first of the harvest festivals and the first corn being taken and milled. And many blessings on you on that day, and hope that your harvest is full and abundant this year, which will make a difference, wouldn't it, for the rest of the... Let's have a good end of the year. Let's hope the second half of the year is less interesting. Isn't that one of the Chinese proverbs? May you live in interesting times. Well, we are living in interesting times, aren't we? So yes, I could do with a bit of less interestingness. Got plenty of other things keeping me occupied. I don't need interesting things happening in the world. So yes, hope everything is well with you and that all the news is all uncertain. We're listening today and it's all uncertain again, isn't it? There are places where it's on the rise. The coronavirus is on the rise. So I hope everything is well with you. If you're a returning viewer, hello, welcome back. Hope you're all well. Lovely to see your faces again. Missed you. If you are a new viewer, if you're a new viewer, hello, my name's Louise and I live in the east of England with my husband, and our fabulous son Benedict, who is 12, and our 3 fabulous cats, who are utterly cool cats. They rule us with an iron paw. And I'm quite happy to be ruled. I have no cats with me. They're all outside because we have been having weather this week. Yes, we've had weather. You see, we always have weather in Britain, and you know the cliche is that British people are obsessed with weather, and it is utterly true, utterly true. But it is that kind of one thing that you could always talk about things with people. Nowadays, we've got the virus, and we can all talk about that with people. Obviously, wearing a mask, keeping 2 metres away. But with the weather, you can talk about it with everybody, and everybody has an opinion. This week has been decidedly warm. It has been a bit hot. Now, it hasn't been a kind of slow and steady rise to the third hottest day. Hottest day of the year, third hottest day we've ever experienced in the world. No, obviously not, but it was very, very warm on Friday. If you don't live in England, it was very warm on Friday. In the south of England, mainly, north of England had rain, but there was just, it was kind of 38, 39. It was silly. And it went from kind of quite nice weather to you know, it was just too hot. It is definitely better today. We're kind of going down to more normal temperatures, normal August weather, and that's rather nice. Actually, you could do with the sun coming out a little bit. Looks like the sun's out over there, but not here. Yeah, so how's this week been? So this week I've been working on my crochet. I have done videos in the past about my kind of yarn adventures. I'm not doing them at the moment because it's just too much going on. I'm not somebody that likes being busy at the best of times. So my idea of being busy would not be your idea of being busy, but I don't like it anyway. But I have been soothing myself with some crochet. And I'm working on a blanket, which is rather fabulous. Which I have shown before. It's kind of square. It's circles made into squares, and then eventually I'll put it together, and it's to go on the bed here. And it's all very nice. So I've been working on that. Work's been work. Work's been work. There's been a lot of work today, this week. It's been work and work, but that was fine. Today has been a day. My word. It was full of work. It was work. It's been a day. Right. Home. And then we had the weather. Oh. Right, here we go. Hottest day of the year. Oh, I've parked in the shade. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
gosh. I look like I've... What does it say? It says 33.5. This is parked in the shade. Oh, I know in other countries you're probably thinking spring day, but here, oh, after a full day's work, it's a bit warm. Oh, still, it's Friday. My word. Somebody said to me, are you feeling all right? I said, yeah. Didn't realise I looked quite so drained. Anyway, time to go home and swim in the river. Hooray!
That's mainly been this week, if I'm thinking about it. Today, the rest of today, I'm hoping that we're going to record one of our podcasts. So the husband and I, so as I say, I live here with the husband, who's bestest chap, and we have a podcast that we do, which is called the Spooky Tales Podcast, and hopefully he's done scripts, so we're going to be recording that later, and then it will be going out this week. So looking forward to doing that. So yes, if you fancy listening to us, we're called the Spooky Tales Podcast, and you'd find us available on most places that you listen to podcasts as the Spooky Tales Podcast. So come along if you like listening to me and him talking all things spooky. So we find stories, and it's normally the husband telling me a story, because we both love ghosties and things like that, and keep talking about starting to do kind of spooky reads, and I've suggested us doing a spooky read along or spooky reads in October, going towards Halloween and all the spooky time. So yes, if you like the idea of that, mention it down below, and then we'll see if we can get something together for that spooky read. What else? Nothing else really. Let's have a look at the. I don't suppose there will be much washing out. If you're new here, I'm obsessed with my neighbours washing. Always check every day out as to what they're doing, because it was so hot. Like us, I'm sure they did it earlier in the week. I actually can't see any out, so I think we are clear. We are clear on the washing. I tell you what, though, everything seemed to be really, really kind of shaken because of all the little thunderbugs. It's that kind of slightly heavy weather that just got thunderbugs on everything, the little black flies. You just gotta shake and shake, or you find them. I'm sure I've probably got families of them living in my hair. My hair's looking a bit wayward at the moment. I've got to do something with it, but it's too warm to do stuff with thick hair. And I've lost my hairbands. I've got some hairbands here, but I lost my normal hairbands. I don't know where I put them, which is a slight worry, because I work in a hospital pharmacy, and so I have to have my hair fully reined back and up and out of the way, causing no shenanigans, because it is part of the uniform is that we have to have the hair up. I've got a lot of hair, so I have to have real sturdy headbands to kind of cope with the day, especially this week. Whoa, it was getting bigger and bigger because of the heat. So I don't know where they're gone, so I'm going to have to turn the house upside down trying to find my hairbands. That'll be exciting for me for the rest of the day. You'll be glad you're not here. So I've already started talking too long, not talking about the books. So what I do on these weekly videos is I talk about books that I have been reading, books that I'm currently reading, and if I have any reading plans for the week. And it's all very casual. Can you tell? I started this Dare to Try by Louise Minchin, my journey from the BBC breakfast sofa to GB Team Triathlete, and I picked it up because I like Louise Minchin, and I was really quite interested in her story, because obviously she did some kind of racing. It's an age grouper, so in the World Championships and in European Championships they have brackets where you can compete against those people of the same age, so you're not in the kind of kind of going towards the head, the kind of top tier of the world, but you are competing against people across the world who are your age, and so they have the various age groups. And she started triathlon and didn't realise that you could do this, and with some coaching and some sheer determination and gumption, she gets to become a GB team triathlete, representing the Great Britain in triathlon. And it is brilliant. I have to say, I really enjoyed it. It's not without faults, as I nearly say with all books. It's not without faults, but it is like she sat there talking to you. So if you watch BBC Breakfast, you know Louise Minchin, and it is so clearly her voice, and that was really enjoyable. And it is inspirational. It says at the back that it's an inspirational book, and it is an inspirational book because she obviously has some sporting stripes anyway. She's obviously quite a sporty lady. But it's her willingness to try. And I think that's what comes out. It's her willingness to give it a go and put herself through it and put herself through all the training. And she doesn't mince words. It doesn't sound like it was just plain sailing and she was great at it. She openly talks about the times where she was not great at it, and she talks about her two daughters and the inspiration, what they're really proud of her. And it isn't the medals and the representing Great Britain, although of course their pride of their mum doing that must be immense. It's the fact that she gets up and she does it every day. So she gets up ridiculously early, goes on breakfast television, and yet every day she still does some sort of training, and that she pushes herself, and she, the days where she doesn't do it, she has strategies to make sure that she does do it, and she shares all of that. And that's really powerful, because we've all got things in our life that we don't want to do. We've all got things that just make us think, I don't want to do that. And so it was really nice to hear somebody very honestly, openly talking about her strategies of doing that and giving thanks to those people that have helped her out. And I really liked it. I really got a feeling that I'd really happily sit down for a cup of tea with Louise Minchin and have a good old natter or even a glass of wine. And I thought she came across really well. It's not perfect, as I say. She's obviously given great opportunities because she has connections, because she's somebody that's in the kind of the media, so there are connections, and so she has connections she goes and presents BBC triathlon coverage, so she has connections in the triathlon world. But that's not that gets her places. What gets her onto the team is all the hard work. It's the dark mornings, it's the horrible rainy days, it's that really gets her through. And I'm just really impressed. And it just made me think, God, I've really got to get on out there again. And I love open water swimming, and I don't like swimming in wetsuits. I happily wear them when we go down to Cornwall, go surfing, but actually swimming in them, I like the feel of the water. I like being in the water. To me, it's a really kind of holistic whole body experience. And I don't really, hello, there's a nice spider there. We've got so many spiders. I've got a spider that's just waved at me. Hello, how are you? Are you well? Go away, don't talk to me. Kind of looking behind it, going, who's she talking to? I'm talking to you, little spider. Oh, we've got spiders everywhere in the house. It's that time of year, isn't it? So, yes, I'm kind of toying with the idea. And then the other thing is, because I work full time and also study, and it's like, am I just giving myself something else that I'm going to try and do and not have time to do, or not do it properly? But at the same time, it would be really good. Anyway, that's a conversation for another day. I can imagine the husband watching this going, something else you want to do. Yes, but I do love it. I went swimming me and Benedict went swimming on Friday afternoon because it was so hot. Have I mentioned it was hot on Friday? Take a shot each time the fact I mentioned it was really hot on Friday. Yes, so we went swimming in the river. But going swimming with Benedict, he kind of pootles along and he just is flapping about, whereas I actually do want to properly swim. Maybe I'll do that later today. I haven't been feeling a lot of oomph today. Although we are going to be recording the podcast, so that'll give me lots of energy. So maybe I will go later. Who knows? Anyway, Louise Minchin, Dare to Try. I really enjoyed it. If you like reading these kind of celebrity sports books, it's a very mild one. But I enjoyed it. It's not available, I don't think, in anything other than this large format paperback. And this isn't the cheapest kind of edition. I should imagine it's on the Kindle and on electronic readers, so you probably have to get it cheaper there. You can get it from the library, of course. So that might be a good route. I got it second hand. So I wasn't the one that was responsible for the full dog earing of this, although I did do it. But yeah, I read that this week, so that was good. And then I'm definitely in the blue mood. I started this. Just mentioning the fact I love swimming and open water swimming. This came out, was it last year this came out? Or the year before? When did it come out? Come out. Year before. So it came out in 2018. It's called The Lido by Libby Page. Jesus Green Lido is my happy place. Which I was thinking about the other day, and I always say that Jesus Green Lido is my happy place, and I was thinking about it. That doesn't mean, when I talk about it as my happy place, that I'm only ever happy there. I don't feel like that about it. It means that I know I associate it with happiness. So thinking about it makes me feel happier or better, or brings a bit of contentment to me, and I know I'll go back there and I'll swim there. And however rough I'm feeling, because after my mum died in 2017, and when I was swimming there, I certainly wasn't happy. I swam a lot of grief there, and a lot of tears were cried in that pool. But it kind of held me there, and I feel like that place somehow, there's a resonance to it for me now. I feel like I've gone through good times and bad times, and it's always been there, and the act of swimming in that water, in that open air environment, is like a powerful talisman for me. I think that's what it is. Do you have somewhere like that? Benedict has it as well. He has it for Jesus Green Lido, but he also has it for Cornwall, and he has real associations to certain places in Cornwall, and he kind of has them. So we're going on a holiday shortly, and he can't wait because it's those places. And he has kind of like a touchstone, like you go back and you touch the memory again. Yeah, that's how it feels. What about you? Do you have somewhere like that? Anyway, that was off topic, but kind of that's one of the reasons why I picked up this book, because it's about Lidos, and I really want to go. They've got Lidos across the country, which are open water swimming pools, so the big swimming pools outside. And I've got a book that's got all of them listed across the country, and I really want to go around and tick off all of them. I've done quite a few, but I'd like to do more. There are quite a few in London. I feel like I should have like 2 days in London and go swimming in all the different open water places. Tooting Bec, Hampstead. Where's the other one? Is it down in South London? That's not Tooting. There's another one in South London. I can't remember. This is a Serpentine Swimming Club. I think so. Anyway, talking swimming clubs. Yes, the Lido. It is a contemporary fiction book. Meet Rosemary, 86, and Katie, 26, dreamers, campaigners, outdoor swimmers. And I think it's about when the Lido is threatened with closure, they kind of come together to try and stop it. I have literally just started it. Where did I get to? Yes, I got to page 6. So when I said I've just started it, I have literally just started it. I started it on Friday's lunchtime. So at work. I haven't read anything since then. So yeah. So yes, I've just started this. So I haven't really got any feelings, but it's a beautiful book. It's got swimmers on it, which is lovely. Let's have a look underneath. Let's take its bathers off. Oh, it's white with just, what colour is that? It's kind of reddy orange. The Lido by Libby Page. So yes, I'll let you know what that's like. If anybody's ready, give us a shout. Tell us what it's like. And that's it. I don't have any other reading plans at the moment. I do fancy a mystery, but I don't know what kind of mystery. I have got some books here, which I quite fancy. I don't know whether to keep them for my holiday and do quite a tight TBR for my holiday, so I've got to just read those. I don't know. or what? I'm thinking about wondering whether to give myself a little challenge on holiday, but then I kind of think, no, it's your holiday. So I'm in an R-ing about that. So yeah. So there we go, BookTube. That's it. That's this week's Weekend Reads. As I say, don't have a song yet, but we'll get there. We'll get there. I'll get a song. Did I say I haven't got a song? I've recorded the beginning of this loads of times. I always do, actually. It takes a few minutes to kind of get into the stride, to get into your rhythm. And then once you're there, you're like, whoosh, whoosh. Anyway, I'm wondering. Yeah. I haven't got a song. I'll get a song. I did get a song on Sunday, but then I can't remember it now. It shows it wasn't a very good song. But I'll get a song for Weekend Reads in my head. Yeah, let's do that. Anyway, this has been lovely BookTube. Let's do this again.